Welcome, Commander. Khadgar tells me you've accomplished so many great things.
I am Immunization.
I am allowed one champion to accompany me along this journey. I would like that person to be you, hero.
I'm gonna say no on that one.
What is happening to this world?
Well, next year, you have another chance to try to convince me.
Light, help us.
That water is boat water.
3, 2, 1.
Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Straight at the Scarlet Halls and eagerly awaiting March 20th, 2020, Animal Crossing, it's coming! I'm Slidewhistle.
I am Immunization.
And I'm Aaron, and my thing comes out in the fall, so I don't have to wait as long. Go Bamblo!
What is your thing?
Banjo-Kazooie being in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I would like somebody to explain to me the premise of the Banjo-Kazooie games, because I've never played one ever.
Your sister got taken by a witch because the witch finds her prettier, so you have to go through a bunch of silly billy levels to save her, and then you end up murdering the witch. Then the witch comes back in the sequel and says she's going, because she's a skeleton, she's undead. So she said she's going to suck out all of the life of everyone, so you have to go through a bunch of worlds to stop her.
The witch has a fun name, right? Like Blumba?
Gruntilda, and
not as fun.
She speaks in rhyme in the first game, and then her sisters call it stupid in the second game, so she doesn't.
Oh, that's kind of sad. It's kind of a sad story arc.
And then she becomes a skull, and that skull comes back in the car game one, but I don't like nuts and bolts, so I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist.
I didn't even know it existed, so why do you do this to me?
I actually knew that one existed. I actually heard of that one before. I thought that was the only game there was.
Nope, there were two collectathon, sort of Mario 64 style games in the late 90s that were, in this podcast presenter's opinion, pretty good.
Well, there you go. Breaking news. Banjo-Kazooie in Smash. Also in Smash. Who else was the other person? Who was it?
The hero from Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest, boy.
And they had this fucking Android 17 looking motherfucker, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it showed you could be the other heroes, and I'm like, okay, Erdrick's in this. Why not just make him the main one? Who cares about the new guy when you have Erdrick? Yeah,
I just realized how much, like, earlier I was explaining how much news there was from E3. We got Cyberpunk finally. We have Animal Crossing dates announced.
We have Breath of the Wild Part 2.
Yeah, they just kind of squeaked that one in like a silent fart. It was like, and for people who also want more things, Breath of the Wild 2. And I was like, I feel like you should have put this in the middle.
I didn't even think of a sequel. I was like, that game's a masterpiece. It's going to be finished. It's a great saga. No, they're going to keep this train going.
It's cool that we're going to get a series of Legend of Zelda games with the same Link back to back. I don't think we've had this since like Ocarina into Majora,
Yeah.
What about the Four Seasons Game Boy ones? Was that the same Links, the same little mini Links? Does anyone know?
Technically one story.
Okay, fine. Alright, so we can talk about World of Warcraft. Aaron, what was your week in the World of Warcraft like?
This week in the World of Warcraft, I decided that I just hate myself. So I picked up another character by his bootstraps, good old Papa Steen, and
hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Said you're going to be the next boy to make it to 120. He has yet to, but he's 118 survival, which they randomly changed without me knowing.
Oh, you didn't know when the big overhaul came?
I did not know that. I picked up survival. I was like, well, I don't really like this, but I'll give it a try. And it was like distinctly different. A bunch of moves were different. There was no longer like the karate kick from across the map pet move, but they put something that triggers more than 30 seconds in its place. So I was like, this is ultimately a good change.
So you would say that it feels better now than it did before?
I would say that you are able to mix abilities more, and it's not just like 2 slashes and then kill command, which you do every 40 seconds or so.
Yeah, because you hated old Survival Hunter, didn't you? Like you weren't a fan of it.
I
Remember
have
correctly?
never been a fan of survival hunting even when it was a gun. And the melee one was interesting, but was never my forte. But I tried it now, and I really like it.
Yeah, it's such a weird mix of like mid range, like pew, 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 and you get a real crossbow, right? Like a little hand
Yeah, like
crossbow.
you get a hand crossbow for
That's cute.
serpent sting that you do. That's one that you can. That's like one of your main linkers. One that you can spam.
Whoa. Okay. Wow.
but
Moving on.
but Slide. What did you do in the World of Warcraft this week?
Well, my story's kind of similar. I think last time we recorded, I talked about how I was excited to get my paladin into raid. Well, that paladin can go die in a ditch because now I'm a hunter. I dug out my hunter. I think I mentioned my hunter because I said I race changed my hunter from a worgen to a human.
Yes, we all remember the shot heard around the world.
Such a good change. My life has been exponentially better both in WoW and outside of WoW. I feel like. But so I got him the 120. I used battlegrounds and dungeons and the beautiful assaults that come up in Kultiris and Zandalar. He's currently sitting at 376, and I'm about to run Darkshore once we get out of here, so I get him that nice 400 gear. And I think he'll be 380, and then actually geared for raid, because my paladin was not geared for raid. I got squished so many times by so many things, and it was bad. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I really, really, really like Hunter, and I know every week I say I really, really like insert class here, but I love Hunter, so that's where I'm at this week. We'll see what next week brings, though.
That's okay. Someday you'll find a nice class to settle down with.
Maybe, but I don't know. I just like to, like shop around and flirt with all the classes, But all right, what did you do in the World of Warcraft Immune?
This week in the World of Warcraft, I achieved my goal on my main. I got my neck to level 50, so now Azurite doesn't mean anything, which is weird.
So I guess my question, what do you get now for all your missions? Just money?
Yeah, like I just ignore the ones that give Azurite because I don't believe there's any reason to do them, right, guys? Or I guess you get rep from completing them, right?
But like, say that you're doing a mission table and the thing is Azurite, getting that will give you nothing. You get a big fat nothing. Like, there's no point in you doing any world quests that are Azurite now. Like, there's nothing in place of it.
Huh.
There's one instance where if you complete it, they give you gold, and I think it might be emissaries might be all gold now for Azurite, and maybe when you bonus for Azurite, I think you get gold instead. There's something like that. I can't remember exactly though, because I'm not really close to 50. I'm at 48.5, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah, so I got that on the main. Okay, and then on both my priest and the druid, I did various, emissaries, some PvP here and there, mythic plus or two. But most notably, my hunter is back from the dead. Metalloid is back.
Now,
Weird.
what is the over-under? Because Metalloid was infamously during your panda phase. What is the over-under that Metalloid gets changed into something non-animal?
Maybe a human. Have you considered a very nice looking human male?
I considered it. I'll be honest, I did consider it, but I don't picture this character as anything other than a panda. It was my main for so long, it was my main all of Draenor, and I just don't see him as anything other than his male chonky panda. It just is right.
What if you deleted Boron and then when you change your character, you also renamed him something else, like Hank or Henry? Would that help at all? Would that ease your pain?
For the listener's reference, Boron is my pet turtle.
Who everybody hates because, everyone knows that hunters pull things all the time. I swear to God, this pet has a mind of its own. Its AI runs into its own shit and just brings back whatever it wants.
Yeah, there's a hot meme amongst our group in WAD that his name should have been Moron instead of Boron.
It's so mean. How could you start this?
Yeah, I was the one who started the meme.
So, what spec are you running from it? Because I know you used to play Marksman. Has that held true?
So I think initially was BM and then quickly switched to Marks and then was Marks for all of Draenor. And then I think the reason I actually stopped playing the Hunter is because of the changes they made to Marks and it just felt so different. So then I didn't play him until now, basically. And when I went back, I was leveling through Legion and I was only a few levels away from BFA content and I was currently in Marks and I couldn't switch to BM because I didn't have the BM artifact. So I leveled the rest of that as Marks, and it was fine. They made it a lot better, actually. But when I got to BFA, I decided to switch to BM, and I haven't switched back. I actually really like the way BM feels now. Now that you don't need to, like, I don't think I even have spec'd into the Dire Beast talent, the one that was very annoying with the, like, constant whistling.
Oh yeah, they had to nerf that. They had to really turn off the whistles.
Like the ability or just the sound clip of the
sound.
whistle?
I think it was Legion.
Wow.
I think was when it was. What would happen was whenever Dire Beast procs, and it can proc back to back to back to back. Like it can proc technically like forever. And whenever it procs, your character would whistle. So it'd be like, and people were complaining because like all you heard in dungeons and battlegrounds and raid were just constant shrill whistlings. So they had to like literally turn it off like after that.
Yeah, so I think that's part of the reason why I stopped playing my Hunter at all, even like as an alt in Legion. But I was happy to see that that is not the case anymore. I think he will be my next 120.
So what I'm hearing is I'm a Beastmaster. Immune's a Beastmaster. What are you waiting for? What are you doing over there, Aaron, huh?
You know what? Maybe I played Beastmaster when it was less fun. And also, maybe my Beast Mastery was lessened by the fact that I had to use Titan Strike, which looks like the flute that the dude in the Cantina bar plays in Star Wars.
Oh no! Yeah, I was looking at. I was like, "Oh, what is the BM Marks artifact? I bet you it has cool transmog." Ooh, honey, it's got no cool transmog.
Well, it had that elephant head gun, but that was one of the ones where you had to like run 50,000 mythic dungeons to get elephant head gun, and I was like, I don't want to have this poopy thing for the entire time.
I think it's even worse than that. I think it's complete the Suramar campaign to get the elephant gun. It takes forever to do.
Well, maybe I'll try Beastmaster one of these days, but at the moment I have no gun except Titan Strike, and I'm like, nah, I don't really want to go through that.
But think about the exotic pets. The exotic pets.
Good old Uncle Steen is waiting. Also, hot news that I have to reveal here on the pod.
Uh-oh.
Mama Steen. Papa Steen's beloved mechanical rabbit wife.
Because he's a gnome.
Got benched.
Wait, you benched Mama Steen?
I benched Mama Steen.
She's been his right-hand lady for so long. Wait, who'd you put into the Mama Steen?
Wait. Let me just clarify. Did they file for divorce? Are they just taking a break?
They're still doing
yes,
well.
Everybody, in the lore, Papa Steen, the little hunter gnome, is indeed married to his mechanical rabbit wife, Mama Steen. Are they fucking? He won't say it, but I'm pretty sure they are.
I won't lie. He benched her for a basilisk boss that's in like Tiersgard. This would have been more dramatic if I knew his name.
Oh, that's even worse. I think that is even more dramatic. That you can't even fucking name her replacement.
Also, you said his name. Does this mean that Mama Scene was actually just a beard all along?
Fuck.
No, it's strictly
Pride
a
Month.
Professional relationship.
Okay, that's good.
Papa Steen said that he loves working with his wife, but sometimes it takes a different kind of professional to get the job done. He said, don't take that in a sexual way, as the newspapers took it in a sexual way.
Oh man, that's interesting. Why though? Was it just like, did it look cooler? You're just like, oh man, this is way cooler than the Mama Steen.
Truth be told, it was a world boss, and I was like, can I make this thing my pet? And as he started wiggling his hands, I'm like, oh shit, I can do it. And then it's just so big compared to Papa Steen, where Mama Steen is so little. That was like, maybe I will make a change.
We need to compare pets and see who has the biggest pet.
I bet it's going to be me.
Maybe.
Whip them out, boys.
Oh no. No, put him away. Put him away.
That's the sound of my pet flopping out. My pet basilisk.
But I guess while we're talking about hunters, I had something for later, but since we're doing it now, there are some awesome new hunter pet tames in 8.2. And I thought there was only...
Shit.
I knew of 2 of these, but I didn't know about the rest of these changes. So in Throne of the Thunder, you guys know how there's Hordon, that Triceratops big blue guy. He's the big dinosaur you face. Third boss. Breaks out of the cage. Or first boss? I don't know. We can tame him. And I actually went there to go tame him the other day, thinking it already came out. And then I felt dumb when I couldn't tame it. But in 8.2, you can tame him. And then Undasta, who we didn't play in MOP, so we didn't get to see him. He's like a rare, kind of like, what's the name of that big Fell Lord Kazakh in Draenor, who hangs out on those cliffs? I guess Undasta is kind of like that. He spawns and you kill him. He's the one who, there's one of the world quests in Tiergard Sound where he's like banging his head against the metal gate in Borealis like a big dummy. We can tame him. He's a big Devilsaur with like a big troll headdress. Looks real goofy.
Ooh, I'm looking at a picture of him now. He looks very exotic.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard as fuck to tame him because people still farm that spot because I guess he drops a mount in Pandaria on the Isle of Giants. So
you don't want to be that guy like in Slash 3, like, no one kill him, please.
Right? Please.
I want him as my pet.
Yeah, there's no way. Like, you have to go on like 3 a.m. on some like low pop server. And so these ones you can already tame, but they're adding new appearances that look cool. They're adding the Thunder Hydras that are walking around Nashatar. They're just Hydras that are just blue.
Oh, are those the boys that are in Eye of Ajara in the dungeon?
Yeah, their coloring does remind me of Eye of Ajara, which makes sense. And they look updated because the old Hydras look ugly. They're oogly. They're adding new rainbow hermit crabs to the mix. So if you really wanted a hermit crab
for Pride.
And if you don't want a rainbow crab, they're adding regular, boring old, like, gray crabs, I guess, if you for some reason want those. Though it does say cool new magenta and red colors. They're literally just adding all of, like, the Najatar sea life, basically. So it's, like, crabs, spider crabs, and, like, there's some kind of, like, new manta rays, and snapdragons. Now, we also didn't play Warcraft 3, much like we didn't play any World of Warcraft. But the Snapdragons, they were in Warcraft 3, I think, with the Naga. They're like their mount or their hunter pet. They're one of the two. There's something they do. But they're a unique like lizard model. And they look fucking weird. They're like almost like a lizard was underwater when they all transformed the Naga. And they transformed into like Naga-like lizards as well. So they're adding a lot of cool new things for hunters to tame. And as somebody who's been running around the world taming everything I see, I think it's pretty damn neat.
I would agree. And you know what? It is interesting that you mentioned Warcraft 3 models. Because I'm pulling a heroism.
Oh, here it comes. I'm gonna pop heroism.
Whoa.
What? Wait, what's a heroism?
Friend of the pod.
Heroism.
And one time guest star Sweaty Gumbo very infamously stole Time Warp from us. It has yet to come back. We also got tired of playing fun side games, so I figured, what is just Time Warp, but different? It's the legally defensible heroism.
Okay, I see. So we swapping over to our alts, we pop in heroism.
Yeah,
and it's going to be much easier to edit. I can edit this easier because it's just 2 sound clips instead of 6 million.
So much like Time Warp, heroism has me asking these two to name a certain number of things, and they have 40 seconds, the timer of an actual heroism, to try and get as many as they can.
What you got for us today, Daddy?
Warcraft 3 had a lot of different units in it. I'll limit it to half. How many Alliance units can you name?
Fuck.
Oh my god, I've never really played this game before.
You played it at BlizzCon.
It was a demo of the new one. Oh my god.
And go.
Footmen.
Sentinel.
Horsemen. Captain. Soldier.
Heroes.
Griffins.
Assassin.
Hero class.
Spies.
Death Knight. Hunter. Warrior. Warlock.
Demon Hunter. Mage. Cleric.
Trebuchet,
Priest.
cannons, tanks, Missy Elliott,
Builders.
Lady Justice, Selena Gomez, Gunman, Gun Guy, Gun
Rifleman.
Woman, Lady of the Night, Lady of the Water, Lady and the Tramp. Lady.
So, in a snap of almost runaway, the two of you actually tied with a score of
What?
1-1.
Wait.
Slide, in all of those names, the only two you could get was Slide. You got Footman, and Immune. Well, I know that there was one he did get.
I said hero if that was a class. I don't know,
No.
but I don't know what they are.
Okay, so I do remember it was 1-on-1. Of the basic units, it is Peasant, Militia, Footman, Rifleman, Knight, Priest.
Oh, I said rifleman.
Okay, then that's it. Footman and Rifleman. Knight, Priest, Sorceress, Spellbreaker, Flying Machine, Mortar Team, Siege Engine, Griffin, Rider. I was looking for the Rider. Dragonhawk Rider, Water Elemental, and Phoenix.
Jesus Christ. I guess peasant
So-
should have been obvious. Peasant should have been real obvious. I should have known that.
So,
Wait,
as
yeah.
some sort of tiebreaker, I'm going to give a bonus first to name it here, of maybe like 30, 40 seconds. So, the Alliance has a lot of different heroes. Can you name me the subclass of, I believe it's Magni? And go.
Warrior,
Paladin,
Captain,
uh,
Rifleman. Wait, subclass, is that what we already talking about, or is that something different?
It's so there's the heroes, but when you're not in the story mode, each hero is given a generic name.
Oh boy.
What is, and actually I think it's Muradin's. What is Muradin's?
Boy. Captain, Footman, Peasant. I don't know.
Griffin Rider,
What is Jaina's?
Wizard,
Mage.
Missy Elliott, Bad Bitch, Priestess, Magestress. I don't know.
What is
What is-
Uther's?
Ranged. I don't. What range? What does this mean? What is a paladin? Like, what are you looking for?
Yes.
Oh,
When you
loud.
When you just play the 1v1 mode, Uther is Paladin, Jaina is Archmage, Muradin is Mountain King, and Kael'thas is Blood Mage.
Oh my god! Like, jeez, ask me a StarCraft 2 question. Is that legally allowed? Is that allowed on the podcast?
I'm
StarCraft 2
gonna
time
say
mode?
no on that one.
Come on.
So Slide in a drawn out slobber knocker of a heroism. You win.
What a defensive battle.
Man, that was something. That was more of a confusion battle. We don't know what the fuck we were doing.
Well, I will chug the rest of my White Claw, or the Claw.
I feel so exposed,
Nice.
not knowing anything about Warcraft 3. The units. I know the story. I've watched the videos countless times on the internet.
I've consumed every video that Nobles put out.
I do own them. I bought them, and then they announced Classic, and then I was like, I'll just wait for a Reforge.
Yeah, for Reforge.
Also, when is that coming out?
It's supposed.
No
They said
one
it was gonna
knows.
be this year. I thought, but so was Animal Crossing.
We here at Nintendo would like you to know we lied. Na 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 boo boo, stick your head in doo doo.
I'm just glad that we have an official release date now, and I'd rather it be late and polished than rushed and sloppy.
Oh my god, there's so many cool things in that I
I just can't wait to be a wage slave to Tom Nook again. Take my money, Daddy.
Findom, give me that Findom. So I guess we can do our first Pride Month giveaway. I think it's about time. I think we've elapsed.
Yeah!
Woo!
So we've received actually enough entries to do a fun little out of the hat drawing. That's cool. If you want to get involved in this, it's not too late. We're about to give away one pin here, but there's still 2 others we can give away. All you have to do is do as this young man did and submit a story about something you did in real life or in WoW that you're proud of, or something that you just hate, or you want to tell us a story. You can submit us literally anything. You can tell us jack shit, and we'll put your name on our little list and draw it out of a hat. And friend of the pod, Logan, has won a Blizzard Pride pin with his submission of, and I will now dramatically read this. This week in WoW, I've been stranded in Draenor without flying. Help me.
I'm right there with you, friend of the
Wow.
pod, Logan. I
Wow.
never got flying either.
He's so brave.
So I guess not a Draenor Darling, who is it? Because any Draenor Darling would have flying, am I right?
Well, Aaron just said he doesn't have flying.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, so does that make you a true Draenor Darling?
I think I wager that the only true Draenor Darling is Leah Wren.
This is true. It basically confirmed that we are calling ourselves Draenor Darling. She's the mother of the house of Draenor Darling, if you will.
I've actually taken Wren as my drag last name.
Yeah, I am actually Immunization Ren now.
Oh god. But yeah, if you want to win a pride pin like this, like Logan just did for submitting something silly like that. See, like it doesn't matter. Like you could fucking say that my butt stinks and I smell like pee, and I'll still give you a pin if you win it.
And that is what I put in. I was trying to grease the wheel.
So yeah, just send that to donotrelentpod@gmail.com or tweet at us on Twitter at donotrelentpod. We'll just take whatever you send us, write your name down, and put it in a little hat. And you might win a pin. We got 2 more to give away, 2 more chances. If you already submitted, you can still win. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, if you already submitted, we will keep your submission in next week's raffle. Otherwise, feel free to continue to submit stories, and every week we will draw from the hat again. And for Logan, his pin will be in the mail.
Ooh, I like that. It's like what we say on the thing.
Right. You said that, and I looked down at the recording. I was like, it's not time for that. Did we just do that?
He's our sexiest PC of the week, I guess.
Oh god, he's a playable character. Well, I guess I can play him.
All right, let me get in that meat suit. Let me play as this character.
It's me, I'm Logan. I'm very kind, and I just won a pin. I'm very excited.
Hey, it's me, Logan. I work at beep.
Redacted.
That's my workplace.
So, you know what I just saw on the internet the other day was... Hold up, I gotta take this. Growlina? Really? Oh, dang, she's got a scoop, guys. We gotta see what this is about.
My apologies for interrupting the pod early, but I'm here with Gabby, who has revealed a shocking revelation to me. Gab, say it.
I think gnome guys are hot.
I can't believe it. I can't believe these words coming out of your mouth. Gnome men? Hot?
Yep, pretty much. I have a thing for short guys.
When? How did this start?
Well, I like shorter men IRL, so it just sort of translated in game.
Have you ever moon-guarded with one?
LOL, I have exercised my love a time or two over there. Not recently, but in my wild days.
Well, it's true what they say. Not all heroes wear capes, 'cause Gab hid hers. Sub 3-foot men in the area, there's a single looking for you. Back to you, boys.
Oh, no way, bro. I can't believe it.
Oh,
Man, that's
Wow.
stunning. Stunning. Wow.
The House of Red has never been shook like this.
But don't worry, we persevere on. We still stand to this day.
We're out there doing it. And I want to just talk just a little itty bitty bit about something that Immune didn't do, despite me telling him he had to do, and he had 2 days to do it. Aaron, you were there with me. You were out there.
I was there in the trenches.
We were in the trenches, the two of us, without our priest. We were at the 1,000 Boat Bash micro holiday last week that was only for 2 days, and we did our hard work. And Immune sat in the sidelines and did not enjoy beach volleyball with high elves.
Well, it's interesting that you call it beach volleyball, because for me it was primarily hovering on the water volleyball, because those high elves love to spike that boy straight into the foam.
I am very confused about what you guys are saying because I didn't participate in this event, even though Slide did tell me probably 3 or 4 times to do it. But I countered by asking if there was any kind of achievement or anything besides a temporary boat I get out of it. And when he said,
it's just a flimsy boat.
And when he said no, I lost all hope today.
I love that he said I countered, as if I offered some heinous thing that needed to be fought against in court. I wanted you to come and sail on boats with us across the seas.
Okay,
Objection! Objection!
But
So
I mean, it's all moot now, because if you didn't do it now, you're like, what are they talking about? And then you have to wait a year. But this boat bash was both painful and really fucking cool.
Well, it was. I'll say it. There was. So you had to do a series of fun tasks to get the components for your boat to use it anywhere outside of Thousand Needles, and they ran the gamut from fighting pirates to playing beach volleyball with high elves to following a pooping orc submarine and fishing up its leavings.
Literally, it's just shitting. Like, you have to pick up oil, and you have to you have to fish up individual pools. How many times? 20? 25?
You had to do 20, and you had to pick up 20 pieces of trash that just were in another fishing zone. So Growlina was sitting on her haunches, fishing 40 individual times. It's also not guaranteed that you even get the thing, so it's up to like 50 to 60 times.
We basically were playing classic WoW.
Get him!
But, no, get you. You didn't get your fucking boat.
Oh, okay. I guess I
Also-
can't make fun of classic people because I don't have a boat.
So Slide, I have to say, what was your... We're going to do a mini top to bottom boot here.
Oh, perfect.
Boat edition.
Boat on the seas with our boats.
Ooh, girl. We're here live at Thousand Needles looking at the boats.
Brr,
So-
brr.
I got Slide by my side here. Slide, what is your top toot, your favorite boat out there today?
I'm gonna say my auga of the week, which is really good. Auga is above toot. It's definitely gonna be how fast this motherfucking boat is. This boat that I get for 3 more days will sail me from Borealis to Toldegar, and I'll barely even have a fatigue appear on my bar. It's so fast. It's 330% speed. Faster than flying your mount, faster than the fucking flight paths themselves. I'm zipping around. You can also use it in dungeons. I had this thing on during a Mythic 10 Shrine of the Storms, and there are some parts of the land that have water on them. That water counts as boat water. So I'll be fighting, and then I'll just become a giant yellow gnome boat, and nobody can see anything, and people yelled at me, and it was great. So, love it. Do it again next year when it comes out, everybody. What about you, Aaron? What was
That water is boat water.
What was your...
I just like someone pointing at like a puddle, like, you smell that? You know what that is? That's boat water. take a step over that water. Oh, yeah, you're a boat now. That's fucking boat water.
Also, what also makes me mad is that these boats are race specific. So mine is a big gnome yellow boat. Aaron's a little...
I was about to say, definitely my bottom boot.
I'll let you say it. I just realized it's probably your bottom.
Your bottom
Definitely my bottom boot of the thousand boatathon is the fact that the Worgen boat is a shitty dinghy that has a broken gray sail on it. I'm like, excuse me? I know we're supposed to be like a dark and dingy race, but this thing's got holes. It literally wouldn't even be able to go.
So the thing is, you thought that becoming a Worgen was your only curse, but actually, your second curse is that you have to ride in this boat.
The curse of the Worgen, yeah. Oh, I didn't even change back to Susan to see if it changed.
Oh, it might.
I don't know, but when I saw you when I saw you on your boat, I rolled up and I think my first words was, "Is this a glitch?" I was like, "Oh, did you go further in the quest than me? How'd you get that boat?"
I just was a gnome. But I think the most upsetting part of all of this is that I never saw a Draenei on a boat. Which means I'm not gonna know what the fucking Draenei boat looks like because Immune didn't sail with us.
Well, next year, you have another chance to try to convince me.
I'll be dead by then. It's not gonna matter.
Episode 80 some. We'll know. We'll know, finally. We could easily just look it up online, but I'm not going to do that.
So, this week we also have another special segment. We're bringing back Heroes Call Board.
Heroes Call Board.
So, this week's Heroes Call Board is based on a post I saw on Reddit, but I've seen several posts on Reddit and on various medias with the same sentiment, and I just thought this sentiment was very stupid, so I thought we should talk about it.
Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
It's titled Suggestion. Grant a stacking experience buff for every max level character on a single realm that resets every expansion. And I won't go through the trouble of reading all of this, but basically this person is complaining about having to level multiple characters to max level in this expansion. And they suggest that, every max level character you get a kind of like experience buff for grinding out that like 110 to max or whatever. And they're like, yeah, so like on your fourth character you should have like a 50% experience buff because it just takes way too long.
In what world is this person leveling alts in? The first sentence says, it's a chore to level your 110 alts to Kolteras and Zandalar for the second, third, fourth time. No, it's not. Let me tell you, as somebody
you
who has...
routinely do it.
Right, I have 7 120s, and let me tell you, the 110 leveling process is extremely fast. You have on war mode for a good 10 to 15%. I have on full heirlooms, because, bitch, that's how we fucking roll, and that's going to be another 60%. Darkmoon Fair's up, 10%. If it's time walking, you spam those. There's so many ways to do experience that's super quick. I leveled my hunter from 110 to 120 in like 2 days. Not 2 gameplay days, just 2 days.
During that time, you can do the faction assaults, and that's another, 20, 15%?
Yeah. If you win a battleground, you get crazy experience. Even the dungeons are good. You can, quest in between dungeons. There's a lot of problems with leveling, I feel like, but the speed is nowhere near one of them. And this motherfucker wrote out a long-ass essay that's just wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
I also just...
The part of it that is frustrating to me is definitely not the leveling part. The leveling part is fine, enjoyable. I like the storyline even on the third or fourth playthrough. And my problem with it is not the leveling at all. I get to 120 easily. But then once I get to 120, I'm annoyed that I have to do the war campaign every single time on every character to fully feel like my character is ready at 120. You know what I mean?
Right, there's a lot of things you have to fucking do to progress your character in the storyline. And let me just say, I'm still waging my war against the Drustvar flight paths. Why does Drustvar have flight paths that are only accessible if you have the story mode? If I have done the Drustvar storyline, and I buy that little map from that little Draenei lady for 7th Legion that teaches me flight paths, I should have all the flight paths I know. I can fly into them, I still can't fly out of them without doing the Drustvar storylines for literally the 7th time. And it's very frustrating. And I get 7 alts is kind of a lot and very excessive, so it's also on me, but come on!
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly, and that's why I think this guy is stupid. The leveling part is, like, honestly, just
Get 'em.
straight up stupid. Like, the leveling is not the hard part.
Drag of
punches.
the
We're
week.
throwing punches. Drop. This week's drag of the week comes from Immune, who drags Reddit user B.
Don't worry, guys, it's not over yet. I'm going top rope.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's going up.
He's not even a high flyer. What's he doing up there?
Don't worry, it's your generic elbow drop.
It's a jumping nothing. Wait, so what's your finishing move? You gotta hit him with it. You gotta hit him hard.
Well, I feel like that, like, I don't really even need to say anything else. I feel like this guy just, like, literally his problem is not with how long it takes to level. If he feels like this at all, he just doesn't like leveling, which, like, if you don't like leveling, why are you leveling your 8th, 9th, 10th character to max level?
Oh, get him.
Yeah, it's super fast. There's a lot of problems with leveling. The scaling is weird. The fact that what I hate the most, I think, is talent. You stop getting new talents at level 80, right? Is it 80 or like 85? It's like I still have to go through like 40-ish levels and get no new abilities. That part feels real bad. That's why I still think that I'm in the camp of a level squish. I think being pushed back to level 60 would be very daunting and hard to do, but I think it's good for leveling, or maybe even like not even 60, but maybe like 100 or 80, just something to bring it down from 120. I don't know.
Yeah, even the fact that you get your final talent at 100, which means you have what, 2 expansions in which you don't even get another one, other than PvP talents, I guess. But you can do those earlier on, right?
Yeah, you can, and I kind of get that sentiment. And like, even if you don't do a like level squish, you could spread out the talents more, add additional talents to make it feel more impactful when you gain those higher levels.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem, that they've pruned out a lot of talents that like we would have for like utility and just like ones that like, didn't do much but were still kind of we can get used sometimes. They got rid of a lot of those, and I think that's also part of the issue. So give us back fun, semi-useless talents, and maybe just a little bitty squish. A little bit of squish.
Just a little squish.
Just a little teeny tiny squish.
Teeny tiny squish.
Ooh, someone's tiny squished me.
Oh.
Mm.
So I guess we can talk about this because I'm pissed about it. This is my Heroes Call Board me edition, I guess.
Slides call board.
Oh, I don't like that. So Blizzard has monthly high quality, high art prints from like different games or different franchises. There was a Diablo one like 2 months ago or whatever, and so this month's print came out like 2 hours ago of us recording, and I blinked and I fucking missed it, and it sold out. They made a high quality art print of our girl, Yrel, aka Yrel, aka badass Draenei bitch from the hood who grew up and became Empress, sorry. They made art of her, and it's gone. It's all fucking gone.
It will be one of the few times that Blizzard acknowledges that Draenor was a thing.
Oh, and I'm sad we missed this though, because not only does this artwork look amazing, this is high art right here, as you said, and it like strikes home to us. Like, this is our first expansion. We grew up with our girl Yrel, whatever.
It's Yrel. Fuck Khadgar. He's gone. He can't hear us.
He's incorrect. And you know what? I'm just gonna get out there and say it. Fuck you, Thrall. It's not Shaman.
Ugh, we all Thrall.
I know that's an old one, but it's not Shaman.
No, we all know it's Shaman. This is honestly one that I'm considering trying to find a secondhand scalper for it, which I know is going to be fucking expensive and sucks, but like I feel like we need to have this hanging up in our room right now. It kind of reminds me of your character, Immune.
Yeah, I mean, because my character, relates with Yrel, and yeah, because like my Draenei was also found in Draenor, and also had a glow up like this. Like we have like a side by side comparison of like where we first met Yrel and what she became in this art print, and it was quite the glow up, if I must say.
Ugh, I'm just bummed. I'm so bummed we missed this. Like,
I just want to know, there has to be some sort of conspiracy or some sort of scalping scandal, because unless they only made like 20 of these things, I know
Right.
there's not that many WAD fans out there.
That's what I'm saying.
That many Yrel fans.
I bet you people who bought this are ones who say Warlord shouldn't have been an expansion. It shouldn't have existed. Blizzard, you sold high art to unworthy people. Meanwhile, your 3 art darlings are sitting here starving of no art.
The House of Ren needs their hands on this artwork.
Oh, this aesthetic. The House of Ren demands it.
I'm pissed.
No, but I do think that these prints are limited edition. I don't know what that means, if that means like 50 or 100 or 1,000, but yeah, they're gone.
Don't worry,
not
guys.
gone.
I'm on eBay for the Yrel print. This can't be right. $10. Oh my god, this must be legit. May contain nudity. No, that's not what I wanted.
Order it.
No.
Oh no.
Look at this view. Turn around.
What do you have on your screen over here, Slide?
It's Yrel. if you're interested, hide the kids. Actually, you're fine. They have black bars on the pieces that need them.
I have my phone up right now. Give me the juice.
Yrel number 4 photo print. Just type that and put Yrel number 4 photo print eBay into your Google machine, and you'll be greeted with the very first result for $9.99. It says World of Warcraft game art figure, statue figurine. This is definitely not a statue. This is definitely pornographic art of Yrel.
Where do you think she got that chest piece that is so delicately crafted to reveal her silver moons there?
I mean, because like it still has the part of it that acts as a corset to like, cinch your waist in, but also function as a sports bra and push up those silver moons.
Yeah,
also
what
plate,
what
so that's gotta
pervy
hurt.
level 140 blacksmith was like, yeah, this one's the booby plate.
Oh, someone drew that. I can't believe it. I don't even
Someone
more sadder.
bought it. It's me. I bought it.
Oh no! And for our next giveaway,
Who wants a used Yrel poster?
oh,
We're giving away 3 copies of Yrel number 4 print.
Who wants to get their hands on a number 4? You feel me?
I am sad. Weird. I actually don't see any eBay listings of this high quality high art print.
Well, I mean, it was just released like 3 hours ago.
Okay, but like when the World of Warcraft big edition came out, like the one that I bought with the Ragnarok statue, there were things on eBay immediately. So these things must just be super, super limited, and the guys who bought them are just actually fans, which is encouraging, I guess. I'm glad to know that they're not being sold secondhand immediately by robots.
I just want to let you know, Mixed Lead, the gentleman, I assume gentleman, who is selling this, his profile picture is just a nice red car, and he has a 99.6 positive feedback.
Maybe we can get him to draw the print for us, like he'd do like a recreation of it.
He'll probably be like, yeah, that'll be $10, but the titties will be out.
Yo, okay, I know everybody else who's listening probably already knows this. There are 150 prints available. That's fucking it. 150 prints. Ugh.
My man's is really busy, by the way. I'm going through his whole catalog here. That's probably going to be me after we stop recording. Just, oh, God.
I'm sad.
Well, I guess it's a no-brainer having gone through what we just went through. But our sexiest NPC of the week has arrived.
Ooh, who is it?
Ooh, it sounds like...
Ooh. Get on your phones and dial magic number 4. Because here comes Yrel. I'm here. I'm sexy. Look at my boob armor.
Oh no.
Ooh. It is weird calling her the hottest calling her the sexiest NPC after looking at her her nudes on the internet.
Yeah, you know what? There's every so often we do this, and we talk about like, ooh, like they're who nanners, or like, ooh, they're schmingus. It's kind of weird having just seen hers out like
Yeah.
that.
Like, I don't really, we can talk about her mind, because her mind is very powerful.
But I guess it
Honestly,
means, though, that there are people who out there who agree with us that she is very sexy, but yeah.
I respect her determination the most, even more than her luscious purple babs. She went from just some nobody stuck under a
Babs.
rock. Babs.
Babs Bunny.
She went from some nobody stuck under a rock to an alleged, like, zealot warlord. I mean, hey, she's a little spooky now, but I respect that glow up. I respect that game.
Yeah, she went from being the one that, like, the player character had to save and guide out of this cave to literally being the one to single-handedly lead all of, I assume, who's left on, like, alternate world Draenor.
And don't forget, while we did save her and escort her out of the caves, she did kill that boss before we did. You have to go kill the third boss, and you get there, and you
That's
see
very
little
true.
baby Yrel with a little hatchet, and she's like, "What have I done? I have killed." And it's like, yeah, bitch, come on, let's go. We all fucking kill. Let's get out
Yeah,
of
you
here.
know, this is like the 6th expansion. Do you know how much I've killed? Come on, let's do this.
Yeah, come on, let's go. I think, yeah, and I really like that Aaron says alleged warlord, because I have seen nothing of this. I refuse to believe those dirty space orcs that Yrel is a bad guy. Whatever she says has to be right, and she has good intentions for all the little orcs out there, so please just follow her and go to the light. Thank you.
I don't know. I think this is just some ahead-of-the-game smear campaign for when Yrel decides to run for president in 2016.
It's gonna be kind of tough. Her nudes are leaked, and they're not even that expensive. They're only $9.99.
$9.99. I believe in her. I believe in Harvey. I believe in Yrel.
I almost got you to say it.
I
you
believe in Yrel Dent.
loser.
I believe in Harvey Lel Dent.
Nice mid-90s Batman reference, you dork.
It also was in the movie on a button for his political campaign in The Dark Knight.
I see.
Dork.
Anyway, Yrel is really good looking and she's really nice, so that's why she's our sexiest NPC of the week.
Ooh!
Ha
Bark, 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 woof, woof. Nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
We'll send your trophy to friend of the podcast Logan, because the two of you are stuck in Tanan right now.
That's right. Logan's stuck in Draenor. Hang out with that girl Yrel. She'll guide you.
Yeah. Logan will not only have this pin that we're gonna send to him, but he can also hand off to you your trophy for being the sexiest NPC of the week.
God, we're gonna save so much on shipping costs. Do you know how hard it is to ship the fucking Tanan jungle? It's expensive.
It's gotta go through a portal. The mailman's gotta go through the intro to WoD, because you know he didn't play it.
No, he did not. Nuh-uh. He had to free those. Nope. But I guess now we're closing out. We can go to our top toot, bottom boot, medium moot, and if you're so inclined for this episode, our Auga, which is the big boat, top of them all, top tootist. Aaron, what's your TTBBMMAO?
I gotta take advantage of the theme of the week here and give my first and possibly only Auga.
Auga!
I don't think I can say anything because I don't have a boat.
Yup.
So I was rolling around in my beachwear, running World Quest for a boat day. I hit some serves to the High Elves, and I heard in text, like, keep it up. Good job. And I was like, yeah. And then randomly I heard, you're so good at this. I was like, excuse
What?
me? There was a voice line out of nowhere, I swear, of one of the High Elves going,
what?
You're good at this.
Are you sure that you weren't being a high elf and you were just like out there smoking some ganja or something and you were hearing
I
things?
swear I heard it. I guess an Ooga doesn't have to be good, bad, or neutral. It just has to be a fact. and it is a fact. It has to be a naval fact, and it is a naval fact that one of them spoke to me.
What the fuck?
Around,
what are you even saying? That's crazy.
It was just a random voice clip. I don't know if they trigger it when you're done. You're good at this.
What did you finish doing?
I'm pretty sure I did like my 10th serve. Thing is, because they kept trying to spike it into the water, I was off the boat, so I don't know who said it, but one of the boys did. This
is bizarre. I didn't hear any of this. Was I doing bad? Is that why I didn't hear any of this?
Insert drag rattle.
You told me you had to do 13 serves, and I only had to do 10, so clearly the boys liked me better.
It bugged out. It was hell.
Anyways, Immune, what is your top toot, bottom boot, medium moot? Oh.
Well, I'm going to have to ask one of you guys to officially do this for me since I don't have a boat. So if one of you guys would kindly make the sound for me.
Hang on, let me get on the water. Okay. Auga. That one?
Yes, that one. My top auga of the week is us as a raid finally defeating Heroic Crucible and getting that AOTC.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's right. We just
we did completely. That. Halfway through, I was like, oh yeah, we didn't really talk about that.
Oh shit, I didn't even forgot. We're on a...
Yeah, I thought that's too important. We cannot forget to talk about that this week. We are finally cleared through Heroic on that raid.
I never want to go back there. I mean, actually, that's a lie. I kind of do. I like how hard it is.
I mean, it was a cool experience. I liked the aesthetic of the raid, but God, just grinding there every week, it got a little old. So I am glad that we are done with that for now. I assume we won't be going back there tonight.
Nope, I don't. Nope. By the way, some of those folks talked in Phoenix Fusion will never be returning.
Oh. Anyways, Slide, what is your top toot, bottom boo, medium moo, or auga?
I'm gonna have to go for this week with a auga. I was doing my hunter stuff, and I was looking into the mechanical pets that I heard you could tame. So I went out there, I went on my engineer, made the mechanical pet module to learn them. And I went exploring into an area I've never been to before. I didn't play, obviously, as you know, I did not play Classic WoW or play anything until Draenor. There's an island off of Kalimdor near Dustwallow Marsh called Alcaz, which I know everyone's out there like, oh yeah, we know where that's at.
I love Alcaz.
Okay, I didn't know it was a thing since vanilla. And they updated it in Legion when they added the mech pets for the gnome hunters. And they updated it to basically just be like a island at 110 just for hunters to go explore and tame mechanical pets. There's so many cool models over there, which is, I guess, for you two to know. There's mechanical spiders you can tame. You can tame mechanical wolves that have cool colors. So they're like green and blue. I was out there, and there are landmines all over the area that they are invisible. You can't even like flare them. So when you're just running through trying to get to like the various mechs on the island, and a landmine will hit you and take half your health as a 120. These landmines scale to your level still.
Oof.
And so what you have to do is you have to, I guess, I didn't know this because I don't play Hunter very often. Hunters can track various different types of monsters. So you can track like elementals, you can track beasts, you can track all kinds of things. And when you learn the mech module training pet, you can track mechanical. And if you track mechanical, you can see where all these mines are on your little map. And so it's just like a cool like class fantasy thing.
Well, I mean, like I feel like the whole island alone is class fantasy.
Yeah, because you just explore and you're just doing stuff. And I was there trying to get this really cool spider, and there was a horde rogue, and I'm like, what the fuck is a rogue doing here? Like, what is here for you? And he very politely waved at me, and I waved at him, and we didn't exchange a word. I even put on my fun little like elixir of tongues potion, so if he did talk, I could hear him. And the boss that spawns for us, because like you have to loot a key off of a boss to activate the spider mounts to tame them. And so he didn't kill me. We just kind of stood there together. The boss spawned. We both killed him. Got our key. He looked at me, waved again, and then attacked me and started to fight me. So I was like, this
dirty
motherfucker.
horde. You can't trust him.
Right. So me and him skirmished for like 3.5 minutes. Like we were fucking running around each other. We were just it was kind of actually really cool. He killed me. The spawns were real close, so I came back, and once again, I found myself in a situation where I was fighting for 45 minutes. I don't know how this always happens to me, but me and this rogue duked it out. Like, he killed me, like, 80% of the time. Like, I was dead a lot of the time. But it was just, I don't know, it was a cool experience, and I'm kind of glad that this random rogue was on this Hunter Island, made for me, invading my space, just for having some cool fights.
He just wanted to invade your space and become part of your top 8, okay?
He did, because he made that island experience more memorable. The fact that he didn't ruin my my key obtaining was the best part of all. You know, he let me get the key, and then he'll kill me. He was the most polite horde I've ever met in my life. But yeah, that's my top Auga. I think with that, we're about done here. If you guys want to send us anything, any complaints, comments, if you want to enter in this contest, it's not too late. All you have to do is tweet something at us at donotrelentpod on Twitter, or just email us at donotrelentpod@gmail.com, and you can be entered in a drawing to win a free pin. We'll ship it to your house. No charge to you. What about you guys? Where can they find you on the internets?
You can find me, Alex, or Immunization on Twitter at NewEraAlex.
You can find me, Aaron the Human, at TheBigCheesy on Twitter.
And that's it. We'll see you guys next week. Catch you on the flip side. Sunny side up. Other thing that means see you later.
Scramble!
Scrambled! Wow, it was good, guys. Bye. And remember,
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.